Today we are going to install decred-dcrdex on a Raspberry Pi with Umbrel. We use Umbrel OS as a base, which provides a comfortable solution as a home server for self-hosting. Umbrel has an entire app store. However, some apps are not made available in the public app store and therefore have to be installed manually. Requirements: Raspberry Pi 4, minimum 16 GB micro SD. Step 1. Download Raspberry Pi OS and install on SD card. We chose the Raspberry Pi OS Lite 64-bit for download. After the download is complete, we need to unpack the downloaded archive. Now we burn the image onto the SD card. Enable SSH shell headless access. After the operating system image has been copied to the SD card, you can remove the SD card from your computer and then reinsert it. Now the SD card should be detected automatically. To access the Raspberry Pi from another computer, we need to configure the SSH shell and create a user. For this purpose, small text documents are placed on the boot partition of the SD card to enable SSH access. Change to the boot partition of the SD card and put a file with the title SSH in the root directory to enable the SSH server afterwards. The user must be created for SSH access. To do this, the username in combination with an encrypted password must be placed in a text document with the title userconf in the root directory of the boot partition of your SD card. Copy the encrypted string of your password. Now create a text file with the title userconf and put your username, encrypted password into it. Step 2. Install Umbrel. The preparation of your SD card is now complete. You can now insert the SD card into your Raspberry Pi and start it for the first time. Now we need to connect to the SSH console of the Raspberry Pi to run the command to install Umbrel, the ultimate home server and OS for self-hosting. Use the correct IP and username. The installation of Umbrel is fully automatic. After the installation is finished, we can restart the Raspberry Pi. Now we check the correct installation of Umbrel by accessing the IP of the Raspberry Pi via the web browser for the first time. At the first access, you will be asked to create a user for your Umbrel installation. Step 3. Install decred-dcrdex via SSH console. To use Decred's app store for Umbrel, we will log in via the SSH console and execute the following commands to install decred-dcrdex. The installation of the decred-dcrdex is now complete. You can now log into your Umbrel with a web browser, and the decred-dcrdex is now available at your installed apps. Using decred-dcrdex for the first time. The first time you launch decred-dcrdex, you will be prompted to enter an app password for the dex. Fidelity Bond Deposit. After that, you can select the decred-dcrdex server. Now you will be asked to choose a currency in which you want to deposit a Fidelity bond for your account on the server. The bond is currently payable in BTC or DCR. A Fidelity bond must be deposited to prevent incorrect behavior of users. It prevents order book spam or the deliberate cancellation of executed trades during settling. If there are continuous penalties for unfair behavior, you will lose the bond. The bond will be locked for a certain period of time. After that, the deposited coins will be available again if you decide to stop using the account. After you have selected the currency in which you want to deposit the Fidelity bond, the corresponding wallet will be created for you. This includes the synchronization of the respective blockchain and the confirmations required for the deposit to your wallet. Depending on the speed of your internet connection, synchronization may take more time. You can track the status on the screen. After the 99% status to download it, blockchain will be scanned on your computer for existing coins and transactions. Depending on the speed of your system, this can take a while. Be patient. After you accept it to pay the Fidelity bond, your account is ready to trade. Backup your application C. After you have successfully set up your account, you should create a backup of your app C. In the top right menu, go to Settings and click View Application C. With this seed, you can access all coins in the different wallets again at a later point in time on a new installation. Keep the seed in a safe place, print it out, and do not save it on your computer or smartphone. Integrated native multi-coin wallet. For each coin you want to trade, you must first create a wallet. Synchronization of the respective blockchain always takes some time. Now you are fully set up with decred-dcrdex. Have fun trading.